Hey guys, Jack here from WC Productions, and today, shut up door, I'm going to show you how to do some simple redstone clocks in Minecraft, which are really useful for repeating circuits and just ticking things. You can hack them up, not hack them, hook them up to dispensers and anything like that. So today I'm going to show you two different designs. One of them is one I invented completely myself, the other was one I was shown by a friend that is actually better than mine in one key aspect, which I will show you. So let's get started. First script that I'm going to be showing you how to make is the one I invented myself, which is really easy, and both of which are really, well, this one's much easier to do in survival, but yeah, and can clock out easier sometimes. So what you do is you start off just with, it has to be 2 wide, like that, but you can make it as long as you want. The easiest thing to do is, depending on how many outputs you want, you can build it. So say if you want it to hook up to 5 things, you can just bridge each one off from that. You can even do it from the other side, you can do it from the ends, because the redstone goes like there. So you can hook it off. In fact, let's show you how to do that now. Just, that's where the inputs go. I'm not going to do all of them. I forget to say, sorry, my computer's really laggy, the room here is bloody hot. I shouldn't leave it like that. In fact, I'm even going to just cut this down. So what you do is you do that, and then you need repeaters. That's it. Just put some repeaters in there like that, and get all going the same way, and then this side going the opposite way. So now, for those of you that are experienced with redstone, you should roughly be able to see what I'm doing. It's just basically going. So let's start here. It's going down with a slight delay each time, and then up here with a delay each time, and so in here it will loop round and round and round, and if you particularly want to, you can link them all up. Now, bearing in mind, if you just have it off 1, the tick delay is only 1, and if I put, and you double, like, you make it actually repeat properly by putting redstone on there, because then what it does is it turns each, it's kind of a 6x2 area into its own repeater. It just times in with all the others perfectly, so they all loop in itself, and because there's no torches it will not burn out, because the most common one, which is always, there you go, you hear the burnout noise and then the torch burns out, which is really annoying if you're building one that you want to stand for a long time. So this design, so much better because there's no torches, so there's no risk of burnouts. Now to turn it on, I'm just going to nick it from here. You just put a lever. It can't be a button because it stays on for too long, and just basically double right click the lever and it'll work. Okay, I swear to God it does work, but my computer's kind of really slow. Everything's overheating. That's my next job to fix, but I'm not fixing it now. So this honestly does work. Now, one thing is, I'm actually going to show you how to do is, if something like this does happen, called a stalemate, or that's what I'm calling it now, all you do is, if you destroy, you have to destroy all these top lines of redstone, and then one block, and it turns it off, and then you just rebuild it. Now, the one good thing with this one, which I'm showing you, compared to the other one, is that it uses really basic parts. It's just any block, any amount of redstone dust really, and any amount of repeaters, because you can build it. If you want to build it really small, I'm just going to show you one here. That is the smallest you can really make it, because I think that will work. Yes, it will. If this wasn't quite so slow, that would work. If not, then you can just do that and then put that ending circuit thing on the end. So that's the first one I'm going to show you. The second one, I can actually show you it working and hope for hell my computer doesn't crash. So you start off with a comparator, which is something very new to Minecraft. It came in 1.5 point something, and they're bloody confusing because they have torches and stuff like that. They toggle their maths basically, which I've always hated. Now the output can be taken from here. You can just take it out from this front end, so it can come from anywhere. You can take it from there, and because the redstone goes over like that, you can take it from, well, anywhere really, as long as it connects. If it connects with these bits of redstone, you can take it off. But don't make sure, in fact you could probably even do it just in case, put in repeaters, because then any power that comes off of it, like residual power or whatever, doesn't tamper with this, because it can stop it. So the next bit you do, actually you need minimum, I'm just going to show you the minimum for it, but it's not really expandable like that one. That one's modular. This one is so easy, really is. Just going to get one more thing. There we go. All you do for this one is you just take a block of redstone and place it. And as you will see, this isn't my computer lagging, it genuinely will just lock. This is because you haven't set the comparator right, and I purposely did that on it. All you do is you make sure that the torch in the end is up and on. I don't know what it looks like on default, but this is my texture pack. Well, it's Doki Craft, but that's what it does. So if you do that and then place it, granted you can see it on my screen, it's actually lagging quite a bit. It's not flashing evenly, that's the word. And that's just because my computer is overheating like hell. Even I'm overheating. So that is easy. It's so much smaller than that one. And the brilliant thing is, because one problem with repeater ones is that they had a tendency of freezing when you like logged out, logged in, or the world chunk reloaded. They locked out. With this, because it's one block and that, it's a solid piece of code. There's no variable in it. It's always powering. It's just going to reloop itself and start again, which is the brilliance. And what's even better with this one, which I'm just going to turn that off to get rid of some lag. With this one, if you wanted to say put a toggle switch in between whatever you had here and a dispenser, let's say, for reasons like, in fact, I'm just going to use a piston. So let's say you wanted a random piston, and you wanted it to sequentially move up and down. That would be very difficult with this, because you'd have to keep the system running and just use a block. Oh, for goodness sake. Like that. And then like, for goodness sake. If I can place it off the right surface. And I actually placed the right block. Wow, this has been really laggy. There, now that's on, that's off. That's how you'd have to do it with this one, and it would also mean this would stay repeating. You could lag up. If you're on a server, then the server admin will want to kill you because it's quite heavy, and it just keeps running, and it can lag, it can clock out, and you won't even notice. So any like booby traps or whatever won't work. But with this one, it's so much easier, because all you do is you'd still use a piston in the exact same way, but instead you only have to do that, because now that's clocking. All I have to do is, if I want it off, just power that piston, it turns it off, but like that, it powers it, turns it back on. It's brilliantly simple. It is the simplest repeater I've seen, well, clock, sorry, I've seen. Honestly, I've looked at like 20 at least different ones, and that is by far the best. It's the most complicated in its essence, and or how it works, but it's really easy to make. It's not very good for survival, but it still works. It's brilliant, and just hook it up to anything. Now this would work perfectly, but mine my computer's lagging, as I said, so I'm actually going to turn it off because my CPU is going crazy. So, that's it for this tutorial. If you have any other questions, then comment below. If you have any other good clock designs, then inbox me and I will do some more tutorials on them. And obviously, if you send me one and I make a video on it, I will link you in the description. I will link the person that showed me this. He does have a YouTube channel. I will link him in the description as well. And I will try and make some more videos and hope for hell my computer doesn't spaz out, because if I pull command prompt over, it is using quite a lot of CPU here, especially for 3.1 gigahertz. That is a bloody lot. So, bye.